In this problem, we're going to be looking to see if we have the same denominator. We have halves and we have tenths, so those are not the same. We're going to be looking now for a number that the 2's, when you multiply, share with the 10's when you multiply them. So let's make a line of multiplication for the 2's. We would have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Multiples go on and on to infinity. So that's all I can put on my board. We'll stop there for a minute. Let's focus on the other denominator, which are 10's, and figure some multiples of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and those go on forever as well. All multiplication goes on to infinity. Now we would be looking for, all of these are multiples. This is the 2's line and that's the 10's line. But we're looking for the least common multiple because they overlap here in certain places. The 2's line overlaps with 10. That's in the 10's line. And here's 20 way over here. Here's 20. It overlaps. So we have two of the overlaps already at 10 and 20. Both of those will work. In fact, there's a lot of multiples that will work if we make equivalent fractions from 1/2 and 3/10. There's lots of different ways you can call 1/2. The same way with tenths. You can use a lot of denominators to show that. But the higher you get up into the multiples, the harder you make the problem. So if we can find the least common multiple, the lowest one that the both lines share, that makes our problem easier. So the least common multiple of halves and tenths is 10. So we're just going to write that down. That's going to be our denominator. Well, 3/10 is already in tenths, so let's just copy this right over. That's a copy job, because 3/10 is equivalent to 3/10. But the top number we're going to have to do a multiplication problem for. What did you have to multiply 2 by in order to get a 10? Well, 2 times 5 is 10. So that means you're going to have to use 5 again to multiply the numerator. 5 times 1 is 5. And 5/10 is an equivalent fraction for 1/2. So we've renamed our 1/2 in tenths, which is of course what we need because the other part of the fraction is in tenths. So now we have a common denominator. 5 plus 3 is 8, and we're going to keep our denominator. So our answer at this point is 8/10. This fraction is reducible. We can simplify this fraction into lowest terms because there is a number that will divide both into 8 and into 10 evenly. But I'm going to save that for future. One thing at a time. I don't want to confuse you. You can see that we made our equivalent fraction, we added the numerators, and we got our answer that has one more step to it.